the melody of the quick path of the Vidyadharas, the profound aspiration of traveling to the Lotus Light Palace on the glorious copper-colored mountain. Yeah, Maho. The natural, objectless Dharmadhatu is free from proliferation. The clear appearances of the essence of wisdom are naturally formed, transformations of the varied dramatic play of union. May I be born in the Lotus Light Palace on the glorious copper-colored mountain. On the island of Lanka, the terrifying Rakshasa land in the southwest, amidst many cities of flesh-eating Rakshasas, is a very cold, smooth lake rippled by waves. May I be born in the Lotus Light Palace on the glorious copper-colored mountain. In the middle of that lake are male and female Nagas, adorned with beautiful ornaments, attractive, showing smiling faces, with hands gesturing with devotion, and billowing cloud of the wealth of Nagas. Water birds with beautiful plumage swim happily, give throat to song, and look from the side. Golden fish undulate and move quickly. The crocodiles are glossy and bright. There in the middle is a ruby mountain, huge, high, and great, radiating brilliant light rays everywhere. The base is the country of the Nagas, and the peak touches the realm of form. On its slopes, Dakinis perform a Gana chakra at the 4 times. In the overhangs are fans of kusa grass, and inside of small compounds, male and female Siddha Vidyadharas practice samadhi. The peak is a vast area, beyond all measure. The ground is made from the 7 precious substances. The surface is even like the palm of the hand, brilliant with light rays. Upon that is a self-originated celestial mansion, showing the 4 activities with stacks of rock crystal, tiger's eye, ruby, and sapphire in the 4 directions. Above it, a palace of pure white crystal, is the well-built, exquisite Vijaya Palace. Also above it is a beautiful coral celestial temple. 3 stories with 4 corners, with an outer courtyard ornamented with checkered patterns, with jewel beams, cross pieces, and projections. 4 doors in the 4 directions ornamented with pediments. Filling the center is a vast 3-storied canopy beautified with sapphire, silver, the finest gold, and so on. The roof is adorned with a shining, victorious, jewel-animated Vajra finial and beautiful railings. A variety of silk ribbons flutter, decorated with emanated hanging nets and half nets of beautiful garlands of many types of gems. Small bells are rung by the fluttering, hanging silk borders. When moved by a soft breeze, small gold and silver bells, half moons, vajras, and fly-whisks festooned with gems jingle with the pleasing sound of dharma. The 4 porticos are adorned with a dharma wheel, a 5-colored umbrella, and a male and female deer, ornamented with diamond lintels and lapis lazuli door locks. Streamers of desirable things hang down to the foundation of the walls. An assembly of beautiful, lovely goddesses dance blissfully, smile charmingly, and sing songs. Like the display of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, billowing inconceivable clouds of inner, outer, secret, and reality offerings. Wish-fulfilling jewels appear outside everywhere. The tiles of the 3-staged border are beautified with nets of pearl bells. Above that, the white crystal Bodhi stupa radiates white light and is adorned with garlands of blue lotuses, surrounded by 1,002 beautiful statues. Surrounding the celestial mansion is a rainbow pavilion. 8 great heroic dancers sing songs of power, dancing with bell-festooned bangles and the sound of drums. Inside of the clouds of various excellent colors in the sky are an assembly of beautiful sons and daughters of the gods, well formed, adorned with ornaments, beautiful to behold. Umbrellas, victory banners, pennants, cymbals, venas, flutes, lutes with melodious praise, fragrant incense, and washing water manifest in the form of musicians. In all directions throughout space, without interruption, in the middle of the clouds of interwoven rainbows of 5 lights, a cool rain of flowers float, swirl, and fall. All scents of self-originated fragrant incense permeates the whole Buddha field, inside, outside, and in between, just like sap before summer growth. Luminous, without any mention of day or night, with a sun and moon which never set, arising without obstructions. Everywhere is pervaded with light. A Vajra fence, beautified with the 7 precious substances, is decorated with many flowers by gods. One can never see it enough since it shines with its own radiance. Bathing ponds, very pure and beautiful, with rosaries of slow ripples shining with shimmering rainbow patterns, adorned with golden swans, permeated with sweet scents. In meadows, medicine groves, and bunches of Kamuda flowers, tiny bees of gold and turquoise hover and soar, collecting nectar. Many beautiful wild animals frolic. A wish-granting tree made out of jewels has dancing limbs and perfect leaves, adorned with hanging strands of pearls, gold, and turquoise. White, yellow, red, and green emanated birds fly beautifully and eat its fruits, melodiously proclaiming the Dharma with sweet tones. Between brilliant, shiny, ruby cliffs, rivers of stainless amrita slowly flow, peacefully spreading out on the jeweled delta. The wind that slowly moves sands of gold piles up dunes of various wish-fulfilling gems, turquoise, coral, pearl, lapis lazuli, Z, and agate. On that peak of the mountain that starts in the Rakshasa country is 5-colored rainbow bridge of the fortune of liberation, lined with welcoming dakinis who bear various offerings. In the center of the celestial palace, on a self-originated jeweled throne, in the middle of a lotus of 1,000 petals, are sun and moon discs, full like the moon on the 15th day. In the center of a pavilion of interlaced 5-colored rainbow light rays is Orjin Chimpo Nanjie Silnan, the essence of the Sugatas of the 3 times. His rainbow body, the Vajra body, is the union of appearance and emptiness, with a pinkish complexion, blazing with the major and minor marks, with all signs and meaning perfect, adorned with silk and jewels. The unimpeded lion's roar, possessing the 60-limbed melodious voice of Brahma, roars the sound of Dharma, the essence of profound, secret, intimate instructions, the inexpressible, unceasing nature. The great bliss that has always been pure is the Vajra mind, possessing omniscient wisdom that knows clearly and without confusion the unceasing phenomena of samsara and nirvana within the non-arisen vast expanse. His compassionate activity is the supreme wish-fulfilling gem beyond example, acting on behalf of any possible wish of sentient beings pervading space. In his lap is his own luminosity, Samantabhadri Yeshe Sogao, pinkish complexion, youthful, delighting in intercourse with the mood of non-dual bliss. Above, and in the four directions, on lotus, sun, and moon seats, are the five emanated torturing sows in union with their consorts. In the colors of the directions, youthful and blazing brilliantly. In the front ranks are the Vidyadharas of India and Tibet, overwhelming samsara and nirvana with non-conceptual experience, show peaceful, increasing power and fierce activities. In the ranks to the right are panditas and translators of India and Tibet, murmuring the melodious sounds of the dharma of speech and text, of intimate instructions of sutra, tantra, and essence tantras. In the ranks on the left are emanated Tirthans, maintaining ascetic conduct, roaring the fearless lion's roar of ceaseless Bhadra songs. Behind him, in the expanse of squares of five wisdom lights, are stacked volumes of the sublime dharma of the 9 vehicles, showing their cloth labels, resounding with the intrinsic sound of the vowels and consonants. On the periphery are wisdom dakinis, dancing dramatically in all sorts of beautiful ways, tiny bells jingling. On the inner veranda are the assembly of brother and sister protectors, awaiting commands, with fierce power and blazing like brilliant fire, at play in the expanse of a seething triangular ocean of blood. On the outer veranda are the assembly of Kinkara and Lanka couples, the Kshetrapalas, the 4 swift messengers, the 7 mothers, the 4 sisters, Pisachis, Shakinis, and female place guardians. On the second story, in the center of a pavilion of rainbow light, is Avalokiteshvara, the giver of compassion, holding a lotus, surrounded by his retinue, the play of self-appearing wisdom. On the upper story, in a sphere of self-originated bliss, is Samantabhadra Adinath Amitabha, demonstrating the symbolic dharma to a retinue of Rigpa's own display. At the 4 doors are the 4 directional kings with their messengers. There is freedom from any causes for misfortune, because they stand guard wrathfully. In brief, the qualities of that Buddha field are unimaginable. The assembly of the 3 roots, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, always gathered there like dust in a sunbeam. Internally, it is the Buddha field of the great bliss of Samantabhadra, the originally pure, naturally formed Dharma Dhatu of the basis free from proliferation. A self-originated mansion, possessing the supreme of all aspects. Light rays stream out everywhere without any direction or partiality, beautified with wisdom ornaments of forms and bindus, a limitless array spreading out lacking center or periphery. In the center of that is the vase body, one's own self-originated Rigpa, Padma Sambhava, who has never been the same nor different than the 3 kayas, surrounded by retinue of his own display, appearing in every kind of way. Having seen the face of the natural state of Rigpa, free from any external action or effort, in the space of relaxation, free from activity, empowered on the great throne of the unmoving Dharma Dhatu. As such, the non-conceptual, external Buddha field is Sudarshana, a naturally formed, limitless array. through bringing sincere, intense devotion to mine. May I be born in the Lotus Light Palace on the glorious copper-colored mountain. When the time of death arrives, may no harm or suffering occur to myself and all father and mother sentient beings. Pushed from behind by red winds of karma, escorted from the front by the servants of Yamaraja, when the breath stops and leaves this illusory body, may I be born in the Lotus Light Palace on the glorious copper-colored mountain. Without attachment to relatives, food, drink, or wealth, tears streaming from my eyes, palms clasped together, offering a melodious supplication over and over again. Without fear of the deluded visions of the Pardo, may the compassion of Vidyadhara of origin, Padmasambhava, shine forth from the natural Buddha field, lotus light. And at that very moment, from the direction of that Buddha field, dancing blissful Dakinis project a rainbow bridge. Mother Sogao, heroes, an assembly of Dakinis, come scattering flowers, dancing to the sound of harmonious music, holding symbols, umbrellas, and banners. From smiling mouths declaring, undistracted child of a good family, now you are going to the Lotus Light Palace, physically taking one by the hand. Surrounded by an assembly of heroes and Dakinis, when leaving on the Rainbow Bridge, having crossed it in a single instant like a trick of the eyes. When led before the Father Guru, through seeing his face with eyes of pure devotion, the delighted bliss of a joyful mind arises. The eyes of his pleasantly smiling face are wide open. In pleased manner he says, "Child, you have come before me, providing solace." Having emanated offerings, like the cloud of offerings emanated by the Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, all of the assembly of gods of that land are pleased. The Vidyadharas are arranged in ranks, mixed inseparably with the mind of Padmasambhava, having mastered the throne of the Dharmadhatu, enjoying the stage of a Vajra holder. The innate form of compassion from the empty Dharmadhatu, with the dance of the net of illusion that tames all. His omniscience provides solace to all migrating beings at the same time. By the blessings of the Guru, the union of the three roots, and the undeceiving truth of the real nature of phenomena, and by the power of my sublime devotion, may I be born in the Lotus Light Palace on the glorious copper-colored mountain. This is the essence of the most profound. When the time of death arrives, if this is recited just once, with intense faith and yearning, without any doubt at all, one will definitely be born in the Lotus Light Palace. What need to mention whether or not those who recite this regularly will be reborn there? Encouraged through the circumstances of the passing away of my nun, Tenzin Zangmo, I, Kunzang Dechen Lingpa, recited these profound words of aspiration under a overhanging rock. May this be a cause for the liberation of all migrating beings from the ocean of samsara, and may they be reborn in the Palace of Lotus Light. Translated for the opening of the Zangdok Palri Temple by Acharya Malcolm Smith. Om My Home by Jaguru Pama City Home.